Future me, you will recognize that as mark potential. I believe in you. Right. Please don't be here. Oh. Oh? All of a sudden the ground collapsed, plus there's a strange odor coming from the hole. Judging from my experience, this may be something we should avoid altogether. I advise you not to go down. Ah. Want to go deeper into the forest, you'll need the proper equipment, which means the way to control the plants. Well, Geronimo. Guess we are going to be using that mark, so... Gonna do a mark right here. Future me, you need to go back a little bit to about 2 minutes, 1 second. Or 2 hours, 1 second. Humans, mankind. This forest is dead. Our Hydra perished. Our hatred of mankind. Listen to the planet's woes, humans. Alrighty. It's a bone hydra. Dehydrate. Alright, I see you. I see you. We also have some status effects. That's unfortunate. You're not taking very much damage. Okay. You are that. Sure. Let's revenge this status effect off of us. Maybe I should see if I can give revenge to other dudes. You're sprained. Yeah, I didn't read your status effect explanations because I'd rather the game tell me. But I appreciate the help. All right, Stark is getting destroyed. Let's go with a heal on Stark because Stark is going to be our main person to deal damage here. Of course you miss with that. Guess we'll go with the proton beam. I think someone else has I think Radius has a way to remove stuffs. Turns in a row. That's always nice. So you have Purify -3. Curious. I never did actually get to finish my experiments with negative purifies. We have 6. HP is looking good. Guess we'll go with oh, I think I cast that on the wrong person. Yep, I cast that on Lynx. Oh well. Get your turn. Oh wow, you're not getting a turn. I actually get to do something. Maybe I should have waited for this and casted something. Well, I guess it won't matter too much. Oh, apparently you're... Oh, if you're... You must have been undead. It must have been undead. That's very cheeky. If that was the case. It didn't show any damage numbers, so I think that was the case. Have we brought about any change by defeating that Hydra? Did we do the right thing? Who knows what's right or wrong? Nobody has the answer. Surge, we should get going. Hydra Shadow. Dragon Seal. Well, I am kind of curious in seeing what happens if I don't kill the Hydra. But I do want to see what Hydra Shadow is. Summon the Eidolon of a Hydra. Alright. Let's do a little bit of experimentation. I'm always down to try that. My goal here is to get dwarf words of wisdom, so... and it seems like I have a one-shot kill for this particular enemy. So I'll try running away. Don't think running away is going to be all too successful, but you know, we'll see. Listen to the planet's woes. I have listened to your woes. I have ran away. Disappeared. What was that thing? What kind of spirit bound to this land? Surge, we should get going. Okay, that wasn't helpful in the slightest. Helpful at all. Oh, except this puts me over on this side. Okay, well now I have to decide how I want to approach this. For real. a little hesitant about saving right now. We can come back for the treasure chest. Well, that treasure chest I can get. A rare flower that only be grown in poisonous marshes. Finally, it be ours. All because the Hydra be extinct now. Humans destroyed the ecosystem that kept the water clean. That'd be why the Hydra died out. With the ruler of the forest dead, the dwarves be gone now. This forest be belonging to us. What are those two talking about? What you be looking at? Pretty impressive making it through the poisoned marshes. But there be nothing here. Get lost. Beat it. No, wait. They must be pretty weak from the poison. Let's have fun with them. Not a bad idea. Let's tear them up. Bring it on! Bring it on. Just snib the goblins. And we'll take care of that. Water. We can use some assistance with healing there. Life Sparkle. That's what I was looking for. Although, now that I'm thinking about things, I didn't really get anything for leaving the Hydra alive. I do like getting fat loots. And again, maybe... well, there's no point in the speculation. I probably wouldn't have used the Hydra thing anyways. It's probably pretty good, and it's probably pretty useful, but I don't need it. Looks like we could have done that. Well, no. There's no way we could have done this much sooner. Because I tried blowing the flute before. Good backbone. Now I remember. I had really good posture. Must have been from my grandma's upbringing. Grandma? That's right, I was raised by my grandma. I wonder how she's doing. Bet she's worried sick. There, the foot bone's connected to the leg bone's connected to the knee bone. Alright, I'll shut up. But seriously, thanks a lot, guys. I'm finally in one piece now. I'm sure we'll meet again someday, somewhere someday. One of these days, I'll return the favor. That was very anticlimactic and quite disappointing. The other plan is probably just going to slap me, so let's see if I can squeeze by this enemy. The answer to that question is no. Okay, so now I have to consider to myself, where would Skelly be? I imagine at his grandma's. It would have to be the alternate world that his grandma would be chilling at, because the real world was captured by Chrono. We'll opt for that. I need to go to the Viper Mansion anyway, so... I've considered going up and talking to those guys at the top there to say, like, hey, there was a Hydra thing down there, but it's whatever. I'll leave the Hydra alone. Well, actually, hold on a second. One more piece of experimentation. Make our way back over there. We'll talk to them. I want to drop down the path, or the whole thing again, and see if the Hydra pops up again. If it does, then I think I'm supposed to kill it. And I don't get anything for not killing it. At least right now. I mean, what is a dehydrate going to do, you know? Just a bunch of bones. Alright, you have nothing to say. I don't think defending is going to do anything. But, I mean, if I'm fighting it, I might as well see what happens. Oh, Starkey is about to die. I guess I could die. That is a thing that I can do. I don't know any other way to pass my turn. Actually, we don't do any damage this way. So this would actually work just fine. We'll get the game over. See what happens. I'm curious. It'll probably just be a regular, game over, which is fine. As I said, I don't think I need the Hydra thing. It might take a while for you to get the kill here. never heard from again. Okay. Alright, come on. Come on. Come on. The only thing I would want the Hydra thing for is just to test it out. And it could be, you know, the bomb diggity, you know, for all I know. But I'm gonna move on with my life. I can always come back and get it if I ever felt the need. Okay, so Viper Manor is the next place to go. Except I can't. I'm in another world. That's where I'm supposed to be. Alright, so you might make me go through this one again. Don't know why. Gonna do. Go up here again, since there's new enemies running around. Just that enemy right there. I don't like those enemies. They're jerks. Hold on a second. Okay. There's like a little dip right there. A little suspicious to me. I'll fight this enemy since I've never fought it before. Two-Tan Shaman. Or fire. Feral cats. I need to heal Starkey. That's what I gotta do. Let's attack this one. This is where having deluge would have been useful. Pew pew. Man, I am starving. Today is not taco day. Tomorrow is taco day. Weekend. Pretty sure I've already seen Weekend. Off me. Okay. Why would they make me go through that again? Just to see those enemies? Let's save real quick. That's not what I was looking for. Oh. Mine is now occupied by the Pori military. That's problematic. Because now I have to go... Oh, there's a rock blocking that, that thing over there, too. I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to go through this forest to get inside. Unless I'm in the wrong... No, I'm not in the wrong timeline, because the other timeline, the place is destroyed. Huckafoo. Huckafoo. Honestly, it might have taken the same amount of time just to kill him. This dungeon is a lot longer than a lot of the other dungeons. There's that like flare of obnoxiousness to it. Why all are attacking me? I'm a demi-human. No, we are one with the planet. I wonder how I moved the boulder in the other timeline as well. Very curious about that. Alright, moment of truth. They're not gonna let me advance. Oh, they actually are. At least for now. Also, how the poor military moving quick. I have to fight those guys because I want to go up and get that treasure chest that I wasn't able to get before because I learned you can climb up there, but I didn't learn that last time because when I tried to climb up there, it didn't work. Stuff and stuff with the stuff and stuff. Oh, and it's actually not working here either. Or... oh, it's still not working. I guess the other timeline, it had to be different. Wow, that was a gargantuan level up. My goodness. Because we had to climb up there. And there's one's supposed to get there. Sneak inside, fellas. I don't know of any other way to get inside. Guess we can find out. On the Fort Dragonia, we have no further information. This has to be... like, I don't feel like I missed out on the time. I kept the old dragon stable keeper to look after the dragons. No movement here. That you, Sir Lynx. Ever since you left, the Pori military has occupied the manor. Can't you do anything about it? Okay. Morning, Baldur. Don't remember there being another entrance. Well, actually, there is another entrance, but I can't get up there for whatever reason. Before I go back there, let me just go this way. See what happens. Am I liking it? The morning? The morning is a little chilly, but I much prefer it to be chilly than hot. This is closed down. Okay, but can you open the gate so I can get out? You know, the outside is not closed down, the inside is closed down, but I'm on the inside. It was deserted by the time we arrived. Alright, so I guess I'm not gonna get the thing. Until much later. There might be a story reason that we come back to the manor. Unless I can figure out how to climb up this when you can't climb up it. I tried going through the waterfall, but that's not working. The game? I'm enjoying the game. I don't have any complaints or anything like that. The story is kind of going in some strange places, though. I'll give them that. The whole Miguel thing, didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but you know, whatever. If you think me killing you is the best way to save the world, you do you. Away from me. Story is a trip. Yeah, ever since we became Lynx, things have been picking up in momentum, but also picking up in craziness. Apparently we're gonna have to fight fate. Capital F-A-T-E. Okay, before I go into Termina, I'm going to save. Is Pori... Yep, looks like they've got this place too. This is so problematic for me. Your Lynx, you must be tired from your long trip. You dare charge me? He has a hotspot for... Wait, am I in the wrong timeline? No, I can't be in the wrong timeline. I am in the right timeline. Maybe I just don't remember the flags. We have suspended all economic activities in Termina. We have left only the element shop alone. That myth is a stubborn one. He will not close shop for anything. Of course, the bar over there has been shut down as well. we're pretty thorough when we need to be, you know. Not that anyone would want to go drinking at a time like this, but just in case. How could you? Welcome. We'll have a revive. Unfortunate. Let's buy more tablets. Oh, we already have 90. I saw the 10 and I was like, man, we only have 10? See what the Pops has to say. I'll have to postpone the mushroom gathering until those Poirier guys stop snooping around. Yeah, let me know when that happens. There was also the thing with the other forest. Who is it? You are? Just wait right there, I'll unlock it for you. Here, go in from the left side. What is going on? Oh. Been a while, Lynx. Or is it Surge? After we fought you guys, we also entered Fort Dragonia, too. General, you're... disappeared? Darn. This is bad. General, are you alright? Riddell. Don't just stand around, help the General. I cannot believe this would happen to the General. Like, I cannot believe it. What in Dragon's name happened here? So, like, what are all these shiny shards? Not now, we have to stop the bleeding. Marcy, you pick up those broken pieces. We brought the General to Hermit's Hideaway and prayed for his recovery. He was able to escape death, but he still needs rest. However, we can't leave the manor for too long. So we came back here, leaving Marcy behind to take care of him, only to find... Or a military had taken control of Termina. Darn it, what a shame. We knew what was going on. The General talks in his sleep. Lynx is behind this, correct? That bastard, he's not gonna get away with this. We've got some fault in all of this, so we gotta do something about it. But first, we've gotta rescue Lady Riddell. She's being held captive at the manor, which the Pori military has converted into their headquarters. Hey, with your uniform, you can enter undetected, right? Let's join forces for the time being. Not too late to go after him. One of us will remain here to collect info. The other will enter the manor. Let us meet afterwards. Oh yeah, the shards on the ground must have been the dragon tier. We've gathered as many as possible, but we don't have any use for it. You can have them. Year of Hate. Whom do you want to join? I don't think there's any reason to send Karsh. And I want Zoa so that I can open up the treasure chest. Strength. Okay. Got a lot of HP. I'm not going to replace Radius just yet. I want to see if just by having him in my party, he'll open the treasure chest. Maybe I can do some gato things with that. I've got to hurry, not much time. You prefer Karsh? I didn't necessarily know what I was getting myself into. So I just chose whatever would benefit me at the time. Oh. Kane? What are you doing here? Were you the one who brought me the Darkhorn grass? It was me. But why? Because it's not any fun to play hopscotch alone all the time, you know? Well, I wanted you to get well soon and come play with me. Kane, thank you. But even if I get well, I don't know if we'll ever play outside with the poor soldiers out there. Don't worry, they'll be leaving this town in no time. But come on and get well, okay? Okay, I'll practice my jump rope too. Yeah, better go now, or Mom will get worried. Remember, we made a promise. Yes. Kane brought you that Darkhorn soup, so you should drink up and get well soon. Uh-huh. Suckers. Hang on. Up a ship, Mary. All personal play style. Okay. Don't bother me, right? Could have approached that differently, you know? Alright, Skelly, where you at? Strange, that clock hasn't moved for ages. Mama, or Grandma, I'm home. I'm home. That voice, could that be you? It's me, Skelly. I've come back home. Oh, Skelly. Come over here and let me hug you. Grandma. Skelly. Skelly, why are you so thin? Haven't you been eating well? Grandma, I don't know how to break this to you, but it's alright. It's alright, Skelly. I'm just happy that you are back. It must have been very hard on you. Don't leave again, Skelly. Don't cry so much. My clothes are going to get all wet. I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm so happy. You always told me, don't hold back tears of joy. Skelly. Oh. Skelly has a somewhat unique appearance, but I'm so glad that he has come back. I never seen Grandma so happy. To have Skelly come back home to me, the gods must have answered my prayers. Oh, I thank the heavens with all my soul. Did you leave me with Grandma for a while? Okay. Never get Fargo? I did not. I have a side quest with him, but I'm trying to investigate if I can do that side quest, or at least I think it's a side quest. I'm trying to investigate if I can approach it differently. Please stop that kid Serge. He looks like this. That's not the portrait that you drew of me. We're counting on you, sir. Oh, Starkey. Yeah. You've met the nouveau rich over there. He's stuck up now, but he and I used to study art together. He was the best of us all, but ever since his beloved wife died, he's all about money, money, money. He's completely changed. It's the pity that he's used his skills to make money out of counterfeit paintings. Uh-oh. Let's get my fortune told now that I'm Lynx. What might you be? Fortunes be good, fortunes be bad. You're not dead or anything, are you? Has anybody called you back from the great beyond? For some reason I just can't read your future. The many lines laid before you shall all merge into one. My word, you are fated to make a grave choice. Whatever will be selected will be decided from the actions of those around you. Back anytime. That is all. Bother me, alright? I gotta hurry up and clean up. I got no time to waste around here. I can hear a faint sob. Maybe I need home chick slice for that. Maybe I need home chick slice for that. Who I also declined into my party. Just when I get all set up, I had to close up shop. Gosh, what's going on around here? I believe you can get about half of the total available characters in one playthrough. We'd have to do multiple to get the others with different decisions. So, let me go through this first. Anything from you? Right, forgive me. Okay. One of the reasons that I decided to not do the side quest with the mermaid and Fargo is kind of because I was told that, you know, like if you get some characters, you don't get other characters, and in a lot of ways I wish I wasn't told that, because then I'd just be, you know, playing the game willy-nilly, and then at the end, you know, someone could be like, oh yeah, by the way, this is the thing. And that would have been a better experience for me. But now I'm in the situation of, well, you know, since I can decline this person, maybe I'll get a character that I wouldn't normally get for declining this person, and it's kind of sending me down an infinite spiral of despair. I'm scared. Where'd they get that? Where's that getaway boat? On watch for any suspicious ships. Oh no. John, you are the most wonderful hero. Oh, Sir Lynx, have you seen that bastard Surge? That guy, I never thought he'd be such an evil man. I'll give him a taste of my masterful skills. Do that, dog. It's time for another Axel Dante crossover. What could you possibly mean by that, Dante? I'm not talking to my big brother ever again. It was hopeless. Although these two are big brothers, there's something finding out Miss Dario and Glenn once lived here peacefully. Miss Dario and Glenn with blah blah blah. You just by looking out of the room, right? Nope. Hey, are you two listening to me? Gee whiz. Really does not matter, to be honest. Most of the similar tricks really just comes down to your own personality and playing. Well, I mean, yes and no, you know? I was told that certain characters, like different things happen with certain characters. Or if you get one character, you will miss out on another character, which has definitely hindered me. That Surge, who had the privilege of meeting me, was a villain after all. Was just as I thought. You can never trust those silent types. I agree. I agree, Pierre. That's the most sense you've said all game. We have information that this blacksmith makes weapons for the dragoons. No use hiding it. We hereby order you to halt all operations here and stand down the fire of that forge. Hey, did you understand that? I should have brought him with me just to see the timey-wimey shenanigans. Ah, stop it, that's dangerous. A craftsman's workshop is a dangerous place for a layman. It's your own darn fault for coming near it. Besides, by what need do I need to listen to your order? I'll take no orders from you. Be gone with you, for I have work to finish. Well, you are not going to stop work no matter what. Don't make me tell you the same thing twice. I've got a short temper. If you ken what I said, then get yourself out. Very well. If that is that's your answer, I take it. I will let you go this time, but do not think that we will overlook this a second time. Alright. I'm gonna go get Zappa. We're going to destroy the time continuum here. If the power goes out because of this, I'm sorry. Then bring this boy Surge to me as soon as you find him. Yes, sir. Why, Sir Lynx? Norris. Sir Lynx, where have you been all this time? We heard that you headed to Fort Dragonia with the General. Exactly what happened back there? There have been many strange occurrences since then. Perhaps you know of a boy named Surge. Commander Norris, there is an urgent message from Command. What is it? Sir, it is a level 2 security message. Go ahead, take no heed, this man is one of us. Yes, sir. Grobik has just arrived at the manor, sir. He is quite ahead of schedule. Understood. I will return ASAP. Yes, sir. Sir Lynx, forgive me, but I must return to the manor at once. Please come to the manor a little later. We will discuss this in more detail there. I could have had more timey-wimey nonsense there if I knew about that cutscene. Alright, this is going to be amazing. This is going to be amazing. This is the first time I've been able to do something like this. Now, I have a feeling nothing's going to happen, but, you know, we'll see. I'll even swap to Zappa. Surprise! Don't care who tells me. I'm not gonna stop working. Ye be me. I need your help. I want to hammer this thing to make that ye-know-what. That thing you have. It's the rainbow. So, this ye-know-what you be talking about is the rainbow axe then. I knew I could count on myself. So, shall we start hammering? It'd be a wee bit hard by myself, but two of us working together should be a breeze. I would love to help ye, but this here hammer's too weak for the job. If I had a sturdier hammer. Looks like I'm no use to ye for the time being. My apologies. Aye, you might be right. Ye be me. Don't scare me. I thought you were a poor soldier. Ye be me. Welcome, this here is the blacksmith. We only carry the best goods. Denadorite. Denadorite gun. Can forge that. Oops. Gold glove. Stone swallow. Well, how come the Denadorite rod is not available for... Oh, it's a stone staff. Okay. Armor. Make one of those. I don't know why stone is stronger than mithril, but whatever. You know about this? There's an amazing material called rainbow. And where are you going? Oh dear. Where are you going? I thought you still had work to do. Alright. That was worth. That was worth. Gonna have to make rainbow gear. You need both blacksmiths. I approve of that interaction. That was great. I don't know where to get the hammer. I'm not using Zappa, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I just wanted to try that out because that was the first time that I could do something like that. Ye be me. Oh, my hit percentage goes down. Disappointing. Alright, you're kind of falling way behind on defense, so... I also don't know if the Energizer suit has actually been doing anything for me. So it's about time we move on from that. Wait, are we out of order again? Okay, good. Oh, hey. It's time to call it quits. Well, we made some silly progress today. Yeah, I might actually continue later on today as well. We'll see how work goes and all that other good stuff. But as of right now, I think I will tentatively say that that is the plan. Let me see. So, just for future me, I need to use the life droplet thingy on the thingy that's at the top of the manor, so I need to make sure not to forget about that. So don't forget about that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If I don't stream later on today for whatever reason, I'll be back tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. Pacific, to continue with some more Chrono Cross. Peace.